Hello, one and all. We are into the game. Thank you for your patience there. A little late getting started here, but we get there in the end, as we always do.
Yeah.
Apeks starting off on the CT side here. 2 sets of Julies now.
I like it. Julies have become very popular recently, so definitely don't hate it. We could get a good chance to work up close like this for Stiko. Can make the difference. Got one playing through Van as well to jump for information, so real potential. Stiko might go overlooked here. But they give him mid for free, Aurora. Apeks aren't fighting, no util, no presence. And I'm assuming that can be quite nervy. You know, they haven't seen anybody and they've got so much control already.
Oh, CacaNito going to lose his head. Stiko up top. Are they going to expect him here? He's not making a lot of noise. He's trying to go a bit early. He will get his head kicked out and then indeed will go down. That's not great at all. Oh my goodness, they are absolutely fried here over on the B-bomb site. It looked pretty good for a second. nawwk managed to find a kill. Julies was set up, but it's not going to happen. Falls apart, and I think honestly you probably save it.
I think it's probably the way to go about it. I can't really see any world in which we make anything work. A couple of exits would be nice. jkaem tapping away. Gets a dink. Tag and a kill on towards Norwi as well. At the very least, making it expensive. nawwk might hear the steps, and he will hear the steps. Deco surely to be caught if nawwk goes now, but he goes a little late. Deco has cross. KENSI probably going to fall. That's a good reaction. Go down to the bomb. So it's expensive on towards Aurora, but realistically, who cares? It's a pistol round. They've won it. Get the buyout, and all things considered, that's a pretty decent response of what looked like actually a pretty good setup towards Apeks. On B, they had the numbers. They had the little kind of 1-2 punch through Van and Balk, and then Stiko goes a little early, and before you know it, Apeks have lost it. I don't think they want to go for a force. That would be ill-advised, and they won't. Realistically, Aurora should get a pretty comfortable second.
You would think so. There's a pretty heavy stack out towards short that could do some damage here. It is brief, however. jkaem does manage to find one. It's kind of fair enough. Aurora. Not much that they can do about that, but they will be happy. You know, 2 quick rounds. Getting the springboard going, looking good. Controlling the game in the early portions here, Neo. But Apeks back round with a buy. No kit out for this round. Lots of utility, but no kit. Certainly is a bit curious.
Yeah.
Always good to see a kit, to be honest. No off is kind of fair, right? That's a cost thing, and yeah, certainly make a round with work without it, but it limits your retakes, man.
Mach 10 as well for Norwi. With Sense, no head armor. That can always be a little dicey, a little uncomfortable. Sense, though, is going to find one. He's low now. Soon to fall will. jkaem going to find one. Looking for a second, and he'll get it as well towards Lackey. Porting kills go in the way of Apeks now, and they're going untraded too. KENSI, last man left. Dance back in towards that smoke, but realistically, in a 1v3 with now 22 points of HP, surely no chance.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so. So what is his game plan from here? Maybe take a gun away, or maybe save for a minute? Not quite sure. He's moving slow, and he will get flanked out by Stiko. Not going anywhere. Apeks on the board pretty early and pretty decisively there, actually. That was a really nice round out of them. And now the world, their oyster. They've got plenty of money for kits now, so hopefully they will indeed get a few into the action. It's more on Aurora and what they're going to do to bounce back. Cash is not quite there, but they still go for the buy.
Yeah, they've squeezed together something here. We've got Deco in towards a scout, Result with a deagle. Not the worst in the world. And, you know, considering that last game where we converted these like every 3 or 4 rounds, you actually can't really knock Aurora for going for these sort of buys, because they've been so successful so far today. Close that overpass, one of these, and a considerably worse buy this, in fact. It was a hero rifle and overpass they closed it out with. Double molly towards under. jkaem Gonna reclaim a little space here. Smoking towards window. He'll throw one out in towards Khan. Gonna play around it as well, but Lackey spams him. Despite the flash, jkaem will fall.
Boost up into the window is pretty quick as well. nawwk seems to be aware, but it's all a question of, yeah, how expectant is he? Sends with some big damage out on towards the A site. Meanwhile, up short, they will go. And there is a gap there. Player in the apartments in the form of Stiko, certainly going to hear them coming. Might be able to get the drop on them. As it is somewhat of an unexpected angle. Oh, CacaNito making noise as well. That's absolutely perfect. Stiko comes around for a bit more. And they have brought the round back, seemingly, from defeat. Certainly wasn't a done deal, but it looked pretty damn good. KENSI creeping in. Unexpectant, difficult angles to clear. It's just resalt the new blood, but he's only got 2 HP. You don't really expect him to find this. Does he want to stay alive here? I mean, I don't know. It's going to mess up his money, but I think it does look to be half a save. If he runs into anyone, he's not going to be too bothered. Ah, there you go. That's a little bit better now he gets an M4.
Yeah. Now he's just got to save. Just keep it alive. Should be okay. He will. So it's a silver lining, I guess you could call it, but it doesn't exactly feel all too great of one. But it's something out of nothing. That round, they're not going to plan. Apeks, quite well reserved in the way in which they approach that. What are you doing? All too much out of line. It was, you know, pretty composed in the way they approached it. Aurora overextending, over fighting with the riflery they had. It's never going to work. Nice and simple. And it should be a third to follow as well. Apeks in a pretty decent position to start off their CT side on a map in which historically hasn't been all too good.
Time coming in from CacaNito, a little bit more for him on the cards here. Somehow surviving quite a while there. jkaem going to get tagged down pretty low. Does have to watch himself. Lackey, meanwhile, has managed to retrieve a rifle here. jkaem actually, you know, there's no one around to really capitalize on it or fight him, but it's a pretty risky angle if you ask me.
Well, what's the play here? Lackey's got the M4. Oh, hello. Yes, Stiko, we get a freebie. And a second, if you will. Just found a gap in the defense and so simply finding himself 2 kills. All that's of his deco. He's already got himself 1 kill, but any more feels probably out of the realms of possibility. So that being said, Apeks, that third, locks into play. Stiko, nice little clean up at the tail end for him. Nice and simple. 3-2. This is exactly what we want to see coming out from Apeks. You know, couple of hiccups at the start, yes, but now it starts to comfortably find rounds consecutively. That's where they're going to put the pressure onto Aurora. This map generally revered as being relatively heavily CT-sided. We need to see them build up good foundations in this first half, Apeks, if they want a chance.
Nothing presenting in the early stages here. Apeks, though, keen enough start for them. And, of course, Aurora continue to be a little weaker. You would assume as well with a map that is really not doing well for them, they would A, be working on it, B, be expecting it in this series.
Yeah.
Not be lucky to be alive there. But yeah, it's more about the T side, I think, for me. CT side, you can patch some pretty quick holes. You can maybe change some spots where players are at. jkaem in and around connector, super popular area, of course. Needs some of your best players over there. He looks pretty comfortable. It is CacaNito that maybe lets us down a little bit. 3 versus 3. Still not a done deal as yet.
Yeah, I mean, just look how low Aurora are, though. That's the thing that really worries me. KENSI's going looking here. I mean, yes, I think it's the right call. He's got to find some success because I mean, Norwi and Deco cannot take 50-50 duels, basically. They have to wait for KENSI to try and pry open a gap for them to work with. Even that can be easier said than done. Sense flanking, sense finding. Norwi falling. That'll now change things.
Oh, KENSI trying to track this player. Unfortunately, never comes, and Sense will take him from the top end of Palace. Aurora now really going to struggle without the bomb plant. There is no money. There is no money. So this looks decent for Apeks. I think they're going to be able to put up a workable CT side here. Really will need a bolster of rounds, though, for my money, if they're to get this map. You know, I just think the T side's going to be really rough.
Yeah, gotta be said. So far, pretty decent, though. I mean, like you said, it's very easy to patch up your CT sides when maybe things aren't going too well on this map as a team. So far, they're actually holding their own pretty well. I like the proactivity there coming from the Sense. Getting in behind for the flank, getting information, doubling back, perfectly timed, and making it work. And it looks like they want to pop A here. Utah coming through. There's 3 players here to meet them.
Ooh, it's CacaNito in from behind. It's going to be a little bit annoying there now. Continues to keep it up. Oh, my goodness. Looking clean. He's dropped that bomb, importantly, right? So they really don't have any other option except to go into him. And the ace, not impossible for him here. Ah, denied. Denied by Lucky.
Always the case.
Yeah. That felt like an easy kill to get. There you go, Lucky. Going to find 2 on the way out as well. But no real hope in that round. They wanted to really do some damage, plant the bomb, put the fear into Apeks, and anything but. They just kind of increased CacaNito's confidence.
Yeah, exactly that. Pause to be called here. Opportunity. Guess for specifically Lucky to get on the mic. See what he can do. I mean, this is the real issue, right? You know, we saw Aurora, who played, like we said, quite a fundamental style of play in towards that first series of the day where they're just relying on the individuals. They were plugging it out and it was working. The issue is now when things don't go their way, now that Hooch is no longer part of this team, as of all of 3-4 hours ago, it does change things. When you're in a bit of a rut, things aren't going too well, when you can't really seem to find a gap, that's where your coach is meant to come in and try and help you out. It's the big thing that Apeks have as an advantage. Nithra, of course, can watch from behind and give them all the advice on how they're playing. Aurora don't have that. Aurora changes things quite considerably. See if they spot anything. A way to get back into this game off the back of their pause.
jkaem. Not able to spot anything here. Aurora. A little fearful here. Oh, good timing out from Lucky, though. That is very, very lucky indeed. He knew he was going to have to fight the AWP on a left eye peek, so certainly was putting his best foot forward with that swing. Still gets lucky for a freebie. Through connect now. Ooh, could get interesting. Not going to be needed. Okay. So it's all worked for Aurora. Kills across the board. Team ace on the cards, and it is indeed answered as Deco finds that kill. Aurora will move within 2, and a flawless round. Fantastic answer from them.
Yeah, and super needed as well. I think just in terms of the confidence, if they hadn't have found that, they could have actually started to find themselves in quite the problematic space where Apeks locked themselves into 6. They guaranteed the bare minimum a tie on the CT side, but kind of the way they were playing, they could just keep pulling away. It's very good to see Aurora at least have some sort of a fight in them. We need more. It goes without saying. This is the place to find yourself in to get a little bit of that confidence. They can push to at least 5 on the T side, and maybe there's something for Aurora to work with. But it still feels like this is Apeks' game to lose at the moment.
Early utility, pretty conventional. Not a lot of pace in this round. Sense. Waiting for a fight. jkaem has spotted a name. They might be after him. Sense might be able to get away with it if he's even needed. jkaem from Connector doing God's work. Oh my goodness. 3 in for him. CacaNito gets a little unlucky there. Going in for that Connector swing, but no harm, no foul. It's all good. They lose one player there. A fantastic answer back from Apeks and Aurora. As soon as they had it in their hands, they have lost the magic, ultimately, to really mount a comeback.
There it is. Like we said, Apeks, opposite elusive 6. Just give them a lot of confidence to work with. This is a map in... The results have not been great for Apeks, so we touched that already, but the main thing is that they just continuously play it. It's been a big part of maps floated against them or picked against them. At the very least, you can't knock them in terms of the reps they're getting. They get into what is a Aurora side of a bit of flux themselves. It seems like they're using it against them, Apeks. So Position and Stiko looking for 2. Molly burning at the feet of KENSI. Stiko sticking inside of it. That's inherently a big risk. He's just trying to get on a dodge here. He's going to stick around. He is in a lot of trouble, but somehow still alive.
Somehow. And continues giving it back. Oh, my goodness. 5 HP now. Absolute madness in the B apartments. And Aurora will be a bit frustrated. They come close. Particularly to 1, even to 2, if they just got the timing slightly better. They'll have to drop back. They'll have to try and make 3 players work. Oh, and even that, man, you know, trying to break into a bomb site. Just don't see it happening.
Not feeling too comfortable. KENSI tagged to half, so 1-tap headshot ability available for Apeks. They're just not fighting. Even Stiko low here. Molotov will actually have to force him away, though. Can't stick around, but he falls back to get right. Has support through jail and back pillar as well. Anywhere you go, you're in trouble, and CacaNito found a freebie. Down goes Norwi. This is not looking great. Not looking good, to say the least.
Yeah, not going to happen as the kills come back around for Apeks. They deny any weapons making it through into the next round. Really looking good here. 7 up for the CT side. As we said, they needed to work their way in. They needed to give themselves a solid lead in this first half, and that looks to be the case. It's definitely not solidified just yet. You can see the Aurora buy back in this one pretty good. So they still have a bit more work to be done, but 9-3 is on the cards. That would be a fantastic scoreline to hit moving into half 2.
They can get it as well. That's the point of being very worried for Aurora. CacaNito with a bit of an audacious swing there. Will fall. Like he's going to find the first. That's not going to give room to work with Aurora. Basically, I'd give him mid for free here.
Yeah, a little bit interesting, I suppose, from Apeks. Trying to change things up and just keep Aurora guessing. They were maybe expecting more of a fight in this mid area, but never getting it. jkaem, sense, looking good. We'll see whether it holds on. Lackey going to go down, who is that annoying lurk kind of presence. Find that first kill intact, but just all over. Apeks happy for the fights, taking them, confident. They think they're just the better team, regardless of map. They're just playing like they are the favorites, and it is working, keeping Aurora down and out. You got KENSI looking good, Lackey's doing okay. It's Norwi, of course, that we look towards here that really is not performing super well, but it's more the fact that we've got jkaem, we've got CacaNito, we've got Stiko. You know, the names on this Apeks side all coming together.
Yeah, coming together in a really, really effective way. This has been great work. 8-3, and even if it ends 8-4, I think Apeks will be still very happy, and Aurora not so much. Creed coming out for KENSI, not often you see it. Decker with the scout. And AK double clear alongside it. Not exactly a fully fleshed out buy for Aurora either. In a whale of kind of a world of trouble now at the moment. Oh my god, damage being dealt through the smoke by jkaem. He gets out of there somehow. Deco. We'll find a nice shot towards nawwk. Sent will find one of their own as well. Oh, Deco's gonna find one more. My god, he's making this scout work.
Pretty deadly stuff on the scoped weaponry. It's good to see him coming alive. He has been ever so slightly quiet so far this map. Stiko, though, going to creep forwards and finds KENSI with immaculate timing. It is lucky, but Apeks don't really care if they can keep the dream alive here to put an end to the drought on Mirage. They will take it any which way that it comes. Deco contacting forwards, leading the attack. The Vanguard spotted a shadow there, I believe. So I think they know there's a player out in towards Firebox. However, oh, he's going to look to get aggressive, but lucky. That is insane tracking through the wall. Bam! Comes out from jkaem to deny the bomb plan, though. He does one better, of course. Been having a great game so far. Looks set to do that again. He will lose his own head. However, leaving it all down to Stiko. The out again, in again. Old guard player in on the flank. They are expecting him here. Deco on the scouts will find his head, and a heck of a way to finish off the half. 8-4. It's a lot for Apeks. It is clean, but is it enough? Find out in a few.
Let's love for the...
Hello everybody, welcome back in. We are just about to kick off the second half here, of course. Maybe a little bit of a pause for one of the players, but it gives us time to set up where we are at if you are potentially just joining us, or indeed love a good roundup of that first half. Apeks looking really good, to be honest. 8 rounds, some really, really good kind of mid-rounds, the mid-control in particular. jkaem popping off from Con, but some decent support as well. Stiko in and around B was also being a bit of a nuisance. These are 2 players that have been around for a while, and again, always down to the Mirage. It's a risky pick, even if it is against a team that, I suppose, are 0-9. Maybe a bit more logic there than there usually is. But all the same, if you lose the pistol here on the Aurora side of things, you're a bit screwed, mate. Like, you've got no room. No room if you lose the pistol. So there's a lot of pressure on this first round.
No, you're exactly right. A lot of it comes down to this. If they don't find it, I think they're going to start to find themselves in a lot of trouble, Aurora. Oh, man. This could be make or break. A pistol round of the second half could decide whether there's even going to be a competition here. Let's find out. Finally live. So we get underway here. Round number 13, Apeks with a comfortable 4-round buffer, but with MR12 and with this economic situation in towards CS2, that could very quickly turn on its head. We'll see whether that's the case. Lackey through on the CacaNito's got the right idea. Lackey as well, spots his shoulder, swinging into fight, and he'll find it with ease.
Good stuff. Apeks now, yeah, left reeling. They don't really know how to respond. They were looking to maybe join their teammate a little bit down short, but that option's gone sideways, and KENSI might just be able to get the solid timing in behind. A lot of noise being made. Stiko going to go looking for this fight. Nice and quick. Loses his life. And they are on a timer. They have to move out through ramp. First kill comes in. Lackey with a reposition, though. A vast reposition. The Julie's back in action. Tap on the bomb. He tries to reset, but can't find the kill. Plant going to be attempted here. It's a little panic. Nork going to go down in the side, and the bomb plant denied. Aurora up to 5.
Well, that for them is a big sigh of relief. At the very least, there's something to go with now. Now Aurora can start to build upon it. And we said this is something you mentioned in that first half, right? The big telltale, the big sign when it comes down to it, when we look at this kind of Apeks side, and we said this map is not great for them, we have to look at what their T side is like. That's going to be the big telling factor. We'll see what they can bring to it. No buy here for Apeks. Should be a bit of a freebie for Aurora. They can make it a 2-round game very quickly. It looks like the play is to Palace dive. Lackey, what have you got for us?
Oh goodness. Ooh. That's a bit awkward from Lackey. Gonna cost them the bomb plant. They will indeed clean up house, but build and plant, pretty good for the 0 investment, pretty much. In fact, I think it is exactly 0 investment. So, yeah. That's a bit of a whoopsie. And Nork's even out of there. He's like, you know what? Have the bomb plant. I don't care. What are you going to do? Oh. Oh! Oh, it's close. It's really close.
Nearly. Nearly. But at the same time, like you said, a bomb plant, couple of kills. You absolutely take that for Apeks. That was a round which the expectations were pretty much minimal. At least they've got a lot to work with. Util belt off full, heading into round number 15, 8-6. Aurora, they do have a buy, not a fully fleshed out one though, with a double FAMAS and MP9. We shall see. This round can be very important. First gun round as well. Norwi does get checked. Thankfully, CacaNito was aware.
Resold the apartments. They're after him. They are looking for him. He is not moving. He is not going to get giddy here. Question of them coming to him. You might just get. Keep your eyes on that little scrap over there. Going to lose one. However, he's going to have to go large. And yeah, just not ready for the lack of short control, unfortunately. 4-on-2 immediately. Apeks actually with a really nice rifle round. Turning some big heads here. There's not much else that Aurora can do than save.
You're probably right here. KENSI, Deco, I'm struggling to say, especially KENSI as down he falls. Deco in the MP9, spotted, dropped with ease. The one casualty for Apeks. That's a very, very clean round put on the board there. 3-round buffer. And also to add kind of insult to injury, there actually isn't a huge amount to work with. Is Deco going to glass cannon? Surely not. He is. They're full buying. He hasn't got an armor, any armor. So, an AWP and a flash. My God. Big ask for Deco. He's a confident guy, but this might be pushing the boat a little bit too far.
Possible. Yeah, possible. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. This is certainly a riskier one, but one that they could make work. And they're ready for the A hit. Smoke's going to come over the top. A long range connector smoke there. Deco going to find the head of the first. Meanwhile, we've got Lackey on the edge of a smoke. Really quite awkward to deal with. He will go down, I think, because a nade revealed his position. All the same, Deco trying to work his way for another frag. Not going to happen, but the kills keep on coming. jkaem, meanwhile, master of Connect in the first half, looking to do the same in the second. Down goes Resalt at CT. So we're back to being even, but jkaem actually can't track anybody. Might be able to find this short player. Not quite, however, but it is only a 5-7. It's the quick flank from KENSI that might be unexpected, but with Deco taking big damage, now going down, KENSI on the AK. I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe just a move to save on this, really. But it's a bit late now. He's in here. He'll take one. Can't escape. Double digits hit by Apeks.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. 10-6. I can't really see a world in which Apeks let this slip now. They're actually playing really nice Counter-Strike on this T side. It's obvious as well that they've really made this work for them in the sense that they've started to work on one of the mistakes of this map previously, right? They're not looking kind of out of their depth. The T side are sticking together quite well. I don't think Aurora have too much of an answer in the back pocket. There should be a freebie of an 11th here. Aurora do not have the funds to work with a glass cannon AWP. Obviously, he's always going to set you back financially. Yeah, man, this is not a nice spot to find yourself in. Apeks haven't really put too much of a foot wrong, in all fairness, since the turn of the half.
Oh, Norwi gonna melt on the chase to Stiko. They will take him out, though. But the B-bomb site completely open as they start to continue moving forwards. Looking good. KENSI's probably just going to be happy to save the weapon here. A couple more kills would be nice, I suppose. But, yeah, nothing really presenting too nicely. jkaem on the hunt. 19th kill of the game. Looking to shut them down.
Nice and easy. I mean, at the very least, getting some sort of kills. It's better than nothing. 1 for KENSI, of course, 2 for Resalt. You take them. He should be fine saving this AK as well. So, you take a silver lining, but at this point, there really isn't too many at all. Terrorists win. It's an 11th, up for Apeks. 2 rounds away, stealing away Mirage, and that would change the narrative coming towards the series. We said that Anubis felt like a win factor for, you know, this Apeks side coming in where the expectation was they would lose Mirage, but it's anything but right now. And it flips the narrative, it flips the conversation, saying that now, is it Aurora who are in trouble? Anubis, yes, it's a good map for both of these two sides, but confidence-wise, Apeks looking considerably better right now.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just a bit of a wild result, to be fair. Apeks, as you say, considerably better. Aurora maybe not as warmed into this matchup. It's tough to say. It's tough to say, really, but who rightly knows? Ooh, big nade. Could turn things for Aurora. jkaem, though, in towards middle. Continues to be a nuisance. Will be traded. Deco's found a kill as they start to move out on towards A. Oh, the blue smoke setups, man. That's kind of funky. Stiko going to find a gap around it and take out Lackey. Certainly interesting that they make that one work. He's now in towards Firebox. Decent chance to pick off Deco. has now expired, though. Rotations come around. Oh, where is that going to go? How do they get into the site? Stico melted. Afraid to take the fight against Echo here. He does well to stay alive while dishing out the damage. They know where that bomb is. They've got it trapped in. Resalt somehow just crept forwards. What is going on? In towards the balcony. Gets one. Not quite the second, but surely has set it up nicely enough. Unless Nort can clutch this one out. Touchdown nade does not quite meet the mark. They're stacked on top of each other. He can't get through the defense.
At the very least, a sigh of relief for Aurora. That's better. A much, much better round. Just gives them, again, a bit of confidence to go forward. They don't really have that much confidence to work with in general. They know the backs are against the wall. They need to find, in my opinion, essentially up to about 11-10 before they can even start to kind of crack open that door. We'll see. Have they got anything in the locker in terms of consistency, in terms of consecutive rounds of the ball at Aurora? Coming alive on this CT side, can they do it? It's a big ask. I think with how well Apeks have been playing and how decent of a gap they've already got to work with, it's not going to be the easiest one. Let's see. Timeout called and over now as well by Apeks. Good opportunity as well for Mytha to come into the conversation. Try and steady the ship as well and see if they can close out this map. If they do, they put themselves in a very strong position here in this series. Let's see if they can. Start.
Yeah, Jacob's a little ridiculous right now, to be honest with you. Having a great map and hopefully series. Okay. Here. Nice response made there. And it, yeah, pretty much max damage on that one. KENSI ready and waiting. Deco, meanwhile, setting up at B. Apeks, though, still with the man advantage. Still with control of the round. It looks like they want to head themselves towards B on a split. But yeah, there goes their apartments. It's a nice response from Aurora. The bomb is quite far back, so they have to recover that. Norwi get to catch on jkaem with a no damage return. Certainly interesting. So very quickly the man advantage has swung back for Aurora. CacaNito playing the patience game since in his way out on towards A. Quick find onto KENSI. Ooh, looking for a little bit more. Deco's got nades out. Oh my goodness, Flash comes round. Sense is playing it patiently and maybe it will indeed pay off, but good lord, Deco really did not respect how close that player was. Now back into the 3v2. CacaNito chilling around middle. He's got plenty of information, but the bomb has gone B. What are Apeks doing? This is just all over. So reliant on Sense in the mid-round there to find those 2 kills. He will go down, but surely no way back into B now.
I've got to give a lot of credit to Sense. He's caught around himself so well. When he wraps through CT, he knows that he can rely on his rifles to buy himself time and to get a bomb down. Now in the post plan, time ticking as well. Aurora have 0 information. And even then, it was a long old rotate over. CacaNito can essentially just play off the back of nawwk. Guess what? No tap on towards the bomb. Norwi's got a kit, yes, but he hasn't got the time, I don't think. And that'll be around. Seen off. Yes, Norwi finds the kill, but he won't survive. And that'll be Apeks finding themselves map point on their opponent's map pick. Really, really nice call. A lot of credit has to be given to Sense. He's played that so well.
Solid stuff. Really, really solid stuff. As said, in that mid-round, it looked like they had kind of thrown it away, you know, a really questionable approach towards B. Did not go well, but a gap found. And yeah, just a weird set of calls for Aurora to deal with at the end of the day. Looking very good here as Aurora stand up with 2 rifles. Severe lack of utility. No kit. So this one should be easy enough for Apeks, but that is often what we say, and it's not necessarily the way that it goes.
Smoke down. KENSI to Give themselves some room to work. The only problem is, though, the left-hand side is going to have a gap as it starts to fade. Quite a considerable one as well. Already smoking towards mid being set up window. And it comes. What do Apeks want to finish here? They've got considerably better firepower. As long as they don't overthink it, kind of the way Metasport were doing in that previous series, they should find this round no issues and sense or kickstart things by cracking open apartments.
Exact same move as the previous round from Aurora, though. They got away with it. They found a frag, but this time not going to be so lucky. jkaem has pushed down. The only thing that is unexpected is a third player on B hidden away at bench. jkaem gets caught. Rotations are quite quick, but again, it's slow build-up from Apeks that might be enough, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. It's rough on the 5-7, to be fair. CacaNito, however, left low for Result to deal with. Making a name for himself in this round. Keeps on going. Stiko might be able to get the drop. He doesn't quite know where to look, and the timing got away from him by just half a second. However, there's no time to get the bomb, to get the kill, to, you know, there's no time to win the round. So there you have it. Aurora will manage to survive off the back of the new kid.
Kind of goes back to what we were saying as well. Apeks just barreled in towards the site there. They find that round, no bother. They overthink it so much. They're giving way too much control. And they're, of course, maybe expecting some level of a gamble stack. So they play so slow. And all it takes is one hiccup, one fight back from somebody on Aurora. That being Result in this instance. And it's broken them. Apeks don't have any money to work with now. They're going to go for a forced buy. Around that hero AK. It's not exactly fruitful by any means. They just play that round confident. They probably see it off, no bother. And that's the rifle dead within seconds.
Yeah, it's tough. They will have CacaNito with the AK. But now even more pressure on this rifle, as they are a man down. So what do we do from here? Just making a lot of noise towards middle, but again, Apeks in the mid round have been on this kind of slow creep out, contact, look for the fights. They feel confident in that. Then he's going to get caught this time around, though, and that definitely is the AK dropped, unless Mr. nawwk can fight for it and get it back. jkaem going to fall, as does Sense, and now they know where nawwk is at. He's nowhere near this bomb, ultimately, and yeah, they'll start to surround the AK, surround the middle area. Maybe he backs off, but not expecting too much here. Will do well to find one, and actually make the round a little costly for the CTN. But all the same, Apeks now, not much they can do, and they have to eco this one out, hand another round across. So it's going to come awfully close here at the tail end. Overtime, definitely possible.
It is. I mean, Aurora is, at the very least, starting to make somewhat of a decent conversation here. We've got 3 rounds behind, but a no buy out of Apeks here, so realistically should get up to 10. It's doable. A couple of hiccups before you know it. Game on. Let's see, though. All it takes is one little mistake from Aurora, a gun picked up, a bit of a miracle round. We've seen it happen before. Not going to completely count out this round, but it's not going to be easy. Walking at the Eagle. Hoping to be the difference maker here. You might get the opportunity. KENSI is still sticking around for a fight at the very least. And CacaNito find Norwi. You take those. That's a gun.
Yeah, and again, just going to keep the pressure on. Aurora, tensions are constantly high. It's 12-9. They're against an eco, but they just can't calm down. They can't have a moment to breathe. This round is now technically losable. And Apeks going to try and really hammer that point home. Slow encroachment on towards the A-bomb side. They do have CacaNito at B, trying to be a distraction maybe. or use for rotations. You can see that bomb is slowly making its way in, but they are indeed going to dedicate towards the A bomb right here. Lasky hanging around the edge of the smoke. Good read from him. Know that they are ultimately just going to try and force panic in on the A bomb site to get that bomb down while they're all going crazy, but he will deny them that opportunity, deny the bomb plant. Ultimately, still another kill comes back in for jkaem. It's actually $600. CacaNito has to go down there. Don't want to be surviving with just a Glock.
Yeah, that would sort of be the worst case scenario, to be honest. Well, 12 to 10. A chance is starting to open up here. Apeks back into a bite. On the other side, 4 rifles and AWP is not too shabby of a spot to be in. This is good. Good work. Aurora have given themselves a real chance. KENSI's been playing through on the pass quite consistently. And they kind of give him mid here pretty easily. Not too much of a fight as KENSI kind of dances between the two angles. Or trigger a freebie and will. Sense completely didn't expect that level of aggression, and CacaNito going to fall as well. This feels like it's falling apart for Apeks.
Yeah, not looking good. Aurora may well be able to take us into some extra game here. Stiko and nawwk suddenly all alone. Into the round, man. Really not great. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. I think they're just going to save what they have, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. Here goes what I was saying. Apeks, that round was a more or less a no-show. Sense getting caught off guard through apartments just did not even have any level of an expectation of an aggressive war playing out through there. And man, now Aurora have really cracked open the chance at pushing this towards OT. If that is to be the case as well, that will really break the mental for Apeks on what was looking like for the first time in the last, well, this year, basically, that they're going to pick up not only a win, but a confident win on this map. Yeah, it's not good.
Just waiting this one out. A little bit of an anticlimactic finish, but sometimes it's got to be done.
Yeah.
I think Aurora is a lot behind this team at the moment, and, you know, as you have mentioned, some really great riflers, some really great talent on this team. Bit of a funny team going into the RMR. Lots of different colours, you know, they were good fun when they first sort of burst onto the scene at Paris, but more recently not been as impressive, I think it is safe to say, and they've had a few weird changes. Deco comes in, Ooch doesn't stick around, even though he's one of the great minds of Tier 2. So we'll see. They need to prove a point here. They need to make sure that they can show themselves as a strong Mirage team. A quick A play coming out for Apeks after a B fake. It's a wild sort of call, a desperate sort of call. It's not quite worked for them. Tried to get deep in towards CT and fell apart. We've got a low HP player here in the form of jkaem. Flash comes in, but it does more harm than good at the end of the day. Just going to be sent to deny it going to the overtime, and he's unsure of where they're coming from. Aurora will make it work, as that is 4 in a row from them to take us into the overtime. Looking really, really good there.
Has to be said, too, a pretty bad drop-off coming out from Apeks. They really, these last few have not looked good. They've not looked quite like themselves. He's one of those things as well, when you go in towards overtime, you get an extra tack timeout. I'd love to see Apeks call for him. Have a conversation, because it's not been great. Aurora, individuals have started to step up, especially that of ESL, KENSI, Deco have had their moments. Norwi's been a bit uncharacteristically, may I say, quiet, but they've pushed it in towards OT and they've made this a conversation out of nothing. We'll be getting on the way in just a moment. we've got to look towards Apeks in terms of a response. This T side, it petered out so quickly, and Aurora managed to find so many gaps to work with. I think a lot of credit has to be given towards Lackey. I think he's caught quite well. Yeah, not a good spot that they find themselves in. Confidence probably going to be at a bit of an all-time low right now, considering how quickly, how rapidly things dropped from being a competitive spot. We'll see. Now we're underway. Now we're live. What have we got to work with?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the overtime could really obviously change the energy around the team and just the way that they approach things. It might honestly work out for Apeks a bit better, see them play a bit faster, a bit more, again, individually based, as we have seen in that sort of first half, particularly on the CT side. I think they really did enjoy playing around the faster fights. Jacob going to 1-for-1 to open this up.
4v4, bit of a tag on towards Wrestle, double AWP as well for Aurora early in towards OT. Now, I like the double AWP, but at the same time, it can be risky. Not in terms of the fights themselves, but the econ long-term. 10k OT, you start to drop one by one, you're in a lot of trouble. That's a great find. Coming out of CacaNito, great awareness of the possibility. Wrestle now going to make the AWP sing, and he does. Very loud as Deco will answer into the back of CacaNito. Already started to crumble, and backbench Norwi steps up. He's being quiet, but he comes alive now. 1v3 is not easy for nawwk.
Yeah, just when they'd maybe thought that they could go in for a B plate, will be denied away. So yes, nawwk, 40 seconds. Taking it slowly. There has actually been some movement there from Norwi, but he doesn't spot nawwk. Because of the smoke. nawwk not ready for him, however, and will get backstabbed. Aurora going to continue the streak then into overtime, finding 13, finding a lead for the first time in a long time. The Apeks first half, super solid. Again, very flowy from these teams. I'd love to see a timeout, man. Oh, whoa! Okay. All right. Fair enough, mate.
Prophecy has come through.
Yeah. I might have to get myself a lottery card today. That's a little wild. Damn.
I think it goes without saying, though, for Apeks, so needed, right? This is a side who, at one point, it looked like they were going to so comfortably take this and kind of walk away with it, right? And now we find themselves in a position where Aurora are in control, Apeks are looking like a shadow of their former selves, and kind of going back to something you mentioned in the first half, we said the real telling sign of what Apeks have done in terms of, you know, making this map better is what the T side looked like. And it started out so well, but with how rapidly it's petered out, I'm seriously worried about Apeks. If they don't find this next round, their confidence is going to be in a really shaky spot.
Yeah, definitely is possible, man. It would be a little bit of a shame, but we'll see. Still time. And again, we've got a CT side to play here, so if they can kind of make that work a little bit for them, then potentially this won't be the worst. KENSI will find the first, however. Continues here for Apeks, as they really are struggling to just get these rounds off the ground.
Well, already down to 4. Sense holding for an overextension. He's not going to be giving it. Smoking towards top con. Eddie Yuto as well. There's not a huge amount, actually, of information for Apeks to work with. Doesn't help. That's Stico. Falls to Lackey playing under Palace. He knows one's in towards ramp. That's confirmed because he's just seen the util. Apeks in trouble. I don't think they've got any chances, especially now CacaNito falls.
Yeah, we'll see. nawwk. Left alone. is wild. Aurora, you know, in the overtime, you really don't expect it to be one-sided. You know what I mean? You expect much, much closer rounds because of where the money's at, because of the fact that the game gets a bit reset. He does have the bomb, and he can actually get himself onto this B bomb site, not gonna lie. However, he's not gonna go for it, I suppose, not feeling the confidence. It's fair enough. With 4 players left alive, you really would not expect there to be nobody on B. So that's kind of why he takes a pause there rather than throwing the AWP away. In his mind, we know he could have done it, but he doesn't have that same assurance.
That's it. So, 12 to 14. What a response. What a resurgence. Coming through and find ourselves in a position where for Apeks, I'm so worried that they're even going to have any sort of a look in towards his OT. Aurora go flawless. It feels like it's job done already, but arguably the way that some of these rounds have been going, the last, what, 6 basically, when he's starting to feel like job done. What have they got left in the locker? Molotov comes through. Rest on the smoke himself in. What a swing off the back of the flush! And he will get both. Just. Stiko gets to himself, but he's then dropped to the hands of Lackey, who stays alive. Oh, it's falling apart, Scrim.
Yeah, it's really dreadful. Really quite hard to watch. CacaNito going to go down. It does seem the mental gone a little bit boom here. And maybe indeed just out of ideas, you know. And they were in a spot as well of slight disbelief, I would imagine, where they make it up to 12. They feel like they should be able to win. But take their foot off the gas, and you see what Aurora have done here with much more depth on their Mirage. We'll see. We'll see. Apeks back onto the CT side, 3 in a row, going to be required.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is a silver lining where for Apeks they're onto their preferred side. But the thing that worries me now is that Aurora looks so online, so active. They've really come alive. This run of form has been excellent. 7 rounds in a row, if I'm right in saying? Up until this point where they had to really feel all that much pressure. That might spiral into a pretty solid T side. We can't just rely on the fundamentals. This is so risky. So risky. Yes, they're going to find one here. They stick around. It could be in a bit of trouble. Smoke going to come down, though. That'll keep them alive. Nade comes through. A lot of damage dealt. It's the opening 2 going the way of Apeks. Deco Art is back, and so does Norwi.
Still alive there. KENSI, though, he will cut off that flank that was in such a good spot, actually, in between the players. Just going to be down to Stiko and nawwk. I don't think that he's necessarily spotted these guys. That is difficult. Very, very difficult indeed. Plan going to go down. Obviously got to go for the retake, but you can see they are wildly separated. Wildly far in the case of Stiko as well. To keep the game alive here now, I don't know that it's necessarily going to happen for them, unfortunately. Oh, man. Such a shame for Apeks, but we'll see. We'll see. There might be a chance here. nawwk with a keen shot, looking for a little bit more of that. Aid does not quite land. Molotov out as well, but there's hardly any time for Stiko to get going. Just kind of mollied himself off the bomb. Down he will go. And Apeks let it slip away. Oh, my goodness. So difficult. So challenging for them in the end there, of course. But just the way it goes, I suppose. Really not a nice look. And I think they will be kicking themselves if they couldn't convert that one.
Yeah, that was not...